Ailani, Guardian of the Tides. Chapter 1, The Song of the Sea. Welcome to the mystical island of Naluwai, where the waves shimmer like liquid silver and the wind carries whispers of secrets older than the stars. This is the story of Ailani, a young girl chosen by the ocean itself for a destiny she could never have imagined. As you journey with her, let the tides guide your heart and the magic of the sea awaken your imagination. The sun had barely begun its climb above the horizon when Ailani stood barefoot on the sandy shore, feeling the cool water lap gently against her toes. The island of Naluwai had always been her home, a paradise of swaying palms, vibrant coral reefs, and birds that painted the sky with every color imaginable. But unlike the other villagers, who found comfort in tradition and routine, Ailani felt a restless pull toward the horizon. It was as if the ocean itself was calling her name. She often wandered the shoreline in the early hours, when the world was still asleep. Today, however, something was different. The waves shimmered with an unusual glow, reflecting a silvery light that seemed to move with purpose. A soft hum drifted through the air, a song carried by the sea, delicate yet insistent. Ailani crouched and brushed her fingers through the sand. There, half buried in the grains, lay a glowing seashell unlike any she had ever seen. It pulsed softly, like a heartbeat, and as she lifted it to her ear, a voice whispered, "Ailani, child of Naluwai, the ocean calls you." Her eyes widened. She blinked, thinking she had imagined it, but the voice came again, clearer this time. "A shadow awakens beneath the waves. You must sail, or all will be lost." A shiver ran down her spine. Her heart raced with fear and excitement. She knew in that moment that her life would never be the same. Ailani's decision. For generations, her family had lived in harmony with the sea. Her mother taught her the old songs of the ocean, chants that could calm the fiercest storms. Her father, a fisherman, told tales of ancestors who navigated uncharted waters, guided by the stars and the whispers of the tides. Yet Ailani had always longed for something more, an adventure beyond the safe coves and familiar reefs. Now, with the glowing shell cradled in her hands, the call of destiny was undeniable. She ran back to her small hut and packed a satchel with essentials, a coil of rope, a carved wooden knife, some dried fruit, and her mother's old compass. Her heart beat faster with every step. Outside, the first rays of sunlight danced on the waves, illuminating her path forward. Ailani paused for a moment, staring at the endless horizon. Could she really leave everything she knew behind? Fear twisted in her stomach, but a spark of courage ignited in her chest. The ocean had chosen her, and she could not ignore its call. The mysterious invitation. As she approached the shore again, she noticed something extraordinary. The sea itself seemed to ripple in unusual patterns, forming shapes and symbols in the water. One pattern in particular caught her eye, a spiral of glowing coral that stretched from the sand into the depths. Ailani stepped closer, and a gentle wave rose to meet her, lifting her slightly off her feet. She felt a warmth, almost like a guiding hand, pulling her toward the spiral. "The ocean knows the way," she whispered to herself, gripping the seashell tightly. Suddenly, a shadow darted beneath the surface. A sleek, silvery creature, a dolphin with scales that shimmered like moonlight, emerged and circled her. Its intelligent eyes seemed to recognize her. With a series of playful leaps, it gestured toward the open sea. Ailani smiled, a mixture of fear and wonder flooding her senses. She took a deep breath and stepped into the shallow waves, feeling the cool water swirl around her ankles. With each step, her resolve strengthened. The first twist, a warning from the sea. As she waded deeper, the water suddenly churned violently. A whirlpool formed around her canoe, small at first but growing rapidly, From its depths, a voice, darker and colder than the seashells, echoed, "Turn back, child. The ocean is not yet ready to reveal its secrets." Ailani froze. Her heart thumped against her ribcage. The waves threatened to pull her under, yet the dolphin circled protectively, nudging her forward. She remembered the lessons of her mother. Courage was not the absence of fear, but the will to move forward despite it. Summoning all her strength, she clutched the seashell to her chest and whispered the first lines of the songs of the sea her mother had taught her. The whirlpool slowed, the waves calmed, and a path of glowing water opened before her, leading toward the horizon. The message was clear. The ocean had chosen her, but her journey would not be easy. Danger and wonder lay ahead, waiting to test her spirit. Ailani set sail. By mid-morning, Ailani had launched her small canoe, named Lumina after the moonlight that first guided her. The island faded behind her, replaced by endless sapphire waters stretching to the horizon. The wind filled her sails, carrying her forward. She felt a mixture of exhilaration and trepidation. For the first time in her life, she was truly alone on the open sea, yet she did not feel afraid. The ocean's song seemed to flow through her veins, guiding her every stroke. Hours passed, and the sun climbed higher, warming her skin. She marveled at the sparkling schools of fish beneath her, the glint of sunlight on the waves, and the occasional glimpse of flying creatures. She had never seen it before. And then, she saw it, a dark shape moving beneath the water, massive and slow, like a shadow cast by the deep itself. Ailani's heart leapt. She could not make out the creature's form, but the water around it churned unnaturally. A warning pulse emanated from the seashell, thrumming against her palm. "Something stirs, something powerful," she whispered, a mix of awe and fear in her voice. A night of wonders. As night fell, the ocean transformed. Bioluminescent creatures lit the waters, glowing in mesmerizing patterns. The stars mirrored the waves above, creating a bridge between sky and sea. Ailani lay back in her canoe, staring upward, letting the gentle rocking soothe her. Suddenly, a voice whispered through the wind, softer this time, almost like a lullaby. "Ailani, trust the tides. Your journey has just begun." A chill ran down her spine. She realized the adventure ahead was far greater than she had imagined. The sea was alive, not just water, but a living, breathing entity with secrets, guardians, and challenges. And she was destined to uncover them all. She clutched the glowing seashell close, feeling a strange warmth spread through her chest. Sleep overcame her, but even in dreams, visions of mysterious islands, shadowy creatures, and glowing coral spirals filled her mind. She awoke with a start, knowing that tomorrow would bring new trials, ones that would test not only her courage but her very heart. The shadow beneath. Before dawn, the seashell's glow dimmed, and the water beneath Lumina darkened unnaturally. A massive, shadowy figure rose from the depths, a hint of something ancient and powerful, a force older than Naluwai itself. Its presence sent tremors through the water. Ailani's eyes widened. She realized that the voice from the whirlpool had been a warning. The ocean's magic was both wondrous and dangerous, and her journey had only just begun. This is no ordinary adventure," she whispered, gripping the canoe tightly. The figure disappeared as suddenly as it appeared, leaving behind only a swirl of glowing water and the echo of a voice. "The tides have chosen. But will you be ready?" The stage was set. Tomorrow, Ailani would face her first real test as the guardian of the tides, and the ocean, alive with secrets, waited to see if she was worthy. End of Chapter 1. The Song of the Sea. And so ends Chapter 1 of Ailani, Guardian of the Tides. Ailani has answered the call of the ocean, yet mysterious shadows loom beneath the waves. What secrets will the sea reveal next? What challenges await our brave young guardian? If you love this magical adventure, make sure to subscribe to Sukaw Shorts for the next thrilling chapter of Ailani's journey. Hit the bell icon to never miss the tides of adventure. Dive deeper with us as we explore enchanted islands, mythical creatures, and the heart of the sea itself. Don't forget to like, share, and comment with your favorite moment from Chapter 1. The ocean is calling, and so is your next adventure.